Okay, so here are the things that you need to do if you're a coach. If you want to get 2 to 5, maybe more calls booked every day in your coaching business, I'm going to show you how to do that using appointment setters. Because the thing is, when people are trying to scale, they want to go from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50K a month, and they don't actually know how to do it. And the reason they don't know how to do it is because they think they just need to post more content. But the more content you post, the more attention you're going to get, sure, but it doesn't mean you're going to close calls or you're going to get the right kind of calls. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to get the right kind of calls, how to get qualified leads, how to get qualified calls, most of all. So if you're wondering who I am, this is my business, Apex Setting. We basically help businesses, coaching businesses, agencies to fill up their calendar using appointment setters so they can get on with their day, manage their business, and have appointment setters take care of everything. So the first thing you need to make sure is that you have a consistent lead flow. You should clearly already have daily engagement coming in, likes, comments, story replies. This is what setters work with, okay? So if you don't have consistent lead flow, there's no point hiring a setter. Setters are for people who already have a lead flow going. They already have maybe ads running. They already have reels going out, short form going out, maybe some long form videos going out. They already have stories, consistently going out. Their social media is running like a machine. So you need to have a clear offer and outcome. So your coaching offer must be clear, who you help, what results you get them, and why it matters. So the reason you want to have this, which I'm sure you probably do, but this is just to make sure you have it. And the reason you want to have this is because many coaches, believe it or not, they operate in a way where they're not very clear on what they are offering. They're not very clear on their program. They're not very clear on their marketing. Not very clear on anything. And when they're not clear, that means if they hire a setter, the setter is going to do a poor job. So we need to make everything perfect. This is why I'm highlighting this point. Structured sales process. So there should also be a clear path from the DM to the qualification to the book call to the close. No randomness. And the reason I say this is because if you just think hiring a setter is going to come on board and fix your problems and manage your DMs for you, you're very mistaken. And the reason you're mistaken is because that's not what happens. That's not how it works in the real world. You need to make sure you have a proven process that you can simply just hand over to a setter. And also conversation quality over volume. It's not about sending messages. The focus should be on starting real conversations with the right people. Now, if you're starting conversations with the wrong people or continuing or pursuing conversations with the wrong people, you're going to get poor results. So even if you get a setter, if they're not a good setter, they've not been trained properly by us, then what's going to happen is they're going to be having conversations with the wrong people, wasting time, and ultimately wasting the money you're paying them. So, things you need to do before getting a setter. So, prove the system works yourself. You should already be booking calls through DMs manually. The process must work before you hand it off. So, you don't, let's say like McDonald's, right? When McDonald's was getting started, when they were building their business, when they were building their system, before they opened shop, they made sure they had a system that allowed for quick production of meals and food. And they didn't open up until they had that down. So your system has to be down and ready and sorted so that you can hand it over to an appointment setter. The next thing is to document this process. So have your scripts, questions and flow written out clearly so someone else can follow it. If it's not clear and you give it to someone and they can't do it, it means it's not good enough. It needs to be clear. It needs to be sequential. It needs to be structured. So a setter, even if they have a little knowledge and you've trained them correctly, they can look at it and know exactly what to do. Also, ensure enough daily opportunities. So you need enough inbound or outbound activity to keep the setter busy every day. So if the setter's job is doing your setting for 3, 4, 5, maybe 7 hours a day, you want to make sure they're doing enough. So that's why it starts with the beginning of having enough attention, having enough leads coming in. And then when you have the setter, they're able to look into your thousands of likes or your hundreds of comments and reach out to all of these people, and they're busy. It's better to have too many leads than not enough leads. So 3 things to do when you're hiring a setter. You want to prioritize experience and communication. Look for someone who understands the conversations, not just the scripts. So if you hire many if you hire VAs, what's going to happen is they're just going to say, they're going to be from the Philippines or something, and they're going to say, yes, well, we follow the script that you give us. And you're going to say, do you have any experience? They're going to say, yes, the boss just gives us the script and we follow the script. That's not what you want. You want someone who's a genuine setter, someone who has setting experience. And when you get the best of both worlds, which is what we do, is we hire VAs, people with setting experience, who understand the VA experience. They understand how to book calls. And then we take them and we train them up for coaches like this. And the way we do that is by saying, okay, they're a VA. If we give them setting experience and setting training, then they're going to be 10 times better than a regular setter who has just been through some course. Test their ability to think. They should be able to handle different situations and not only reply on copy-paste replies. So if your setter depends and needs a script, and they depend on a script, and they can't make their own script if needed, then they're not a good setter. Yes, you want to provide them with a script, but they have to be able to do it on their own if you needed them to. They have to have the knowledge around it. So if there's just someone who's just going to copy-paste, that's not really going to serve you well. And the next point is set clear expectations from day one. They should know their role, their daily targets, what success looks like to you as a business. So they need to know how to perform. They need to know what to do. And you need to guide them and lead them and show them and demonstrate to them. And oftentimes it's even best during your training to walk them through how to do their job and show them, even if it's obvious to them, they need to know everything. Don't just assume they know. Show them everything. And you're not going to be disrespecting their intelligence by showing them something they may already know, even if it's 80% they already know it. You know, you'd rather go over something they already know than lose money and lose time than wasting time on your business. So if you need help hiring setters or scaling your coaching business with setters, this is our website. As I've shown you before, we have fitness coaches, business coaches, health coaches. We find clients ready for coaching. We research and hand pick prospects who are actively seeking transformation. So your outreach reaches people who are already open to coaching. We look at ready to buy leads. So we find prospects who are actively looking for coaching. So you spend less time convincing and more time converting. And we focus on consistent calls. You know, we fill your calendar up with high intent prospects ready to talk. So you don't have to chase any leads. We take care of that for you. And we have end-to-end follow-up. Meaning from the first message to the confirmed meeting, we handle all the follow-ups to maximize show-up rates so you don't have to do anything. Okay, so this is some of the people we've helped, and this is some of the different offers we offer, like qualifying the prospects, lead sourcing, appointment setting. We train teams, we put in booking systems. We do basically everything. And if you want help with this service, with hiring setters, with training them, or with managing them, or with booking a team, then just reach out, click the link or something. I don't know. I'll put a link down below, and we'll talk. So hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.